Hello, welcome to Lunar Midnight Designs. So to begin the spooky season, I'll be turning the Slow-Mo and Ghoulia into Beetlejuice and Lydia. Now, these are going to be my versions of the characters, not in any way meant to be exact replicas of the movie characters. They will have similar detailing, but nonetheless they will be my versions. Also, my versions are both ghosts/demons, so Lydia will have even more of a twist. So let's begin! So of course, for Beetlejuice, I'll make his iconic striped suit. So the pattern I'll be using is from Requiem Art Designs and is her boy suit pattern. I have used this pattern a lot lately, and all I can say is I like my men looking good in a suit. I was lucky enough to find this striped top at a thrift store to make the suit from. So I begin by cutting out all the pieces I need and free checking all the edges. Let's make the pants first. Sew the front pieces together at the top center seam, then add the back pieces to the side of the front. Then sew the inner seam and add a closure and the pants are done. Next is the jacket or blazer pattern. First, sew the back pieces together at the center. Then, attach the front pieces at the shoulder to the back piece. Add the sleeves, and of course, always get lost when adding the collar, but getting there eventually. And finally, closing the side and sleeve seams. Looking good so far. For the dress shirt, I'll be using a black cotton. Start with attaching the front pieces to each other at the center. Then the shoulder seams. Add the sleeves along with the cuffs and collar. Sew the side and the sleeves closed, also adding a closure at the back. Time to make this suit less clean and more rotten. I take watered down green paint and add it to the random spots on the pants and blazer. After that, I take different shades of green paint and add dirty patches and stains randomly to the pants and blazer as well. Afterwards, I glue on moss and fake green plants to fit more of the Beetlejuice aesthetic, which is, I just crawled up from the grave, but I do it with style. I then take his shirt and rough up the bottom edge, as well as adding more green paint. And with a tie as a final touch, his outfit is done. But you'll get to see it all together later. Now for the face. I went on the approach with taking different things from all the renditions of the Beetlejuice character, from the movie, the musical, and as well as the cartoon. So this will kind of be a mashup, but again, my version of him. So first I blush on dirty spots, kind of like mold growing on his face. I then add purple shadow around his eyes. and I give him some facial hair. I give him thick, bushy eyebrows and add more details to his eyes. For his eyes, I went with green and brown coloring. Somehow around completing his face up, I lost the recording, so you'll have to see the complete face up when I'm giving him his hair. I did add plants and moss to his face in the same places I added the blush at the beginning of the face up. So for his messy mane, I'm going to reuse the leftover yarn wefts from my Rococo doll and just add color with pastels. Green at the ends and black and brown at the roots. This was a lot of fun, but my hands were very green and black by the end of it. After all the wefts are colored, I glue them to the head, just normally, nothing special. Oh, and here's his final face. And I then cut the hair to the length I want, and Beetlejuice is complete. Time for Lydia's ghost look. So to start, I add purple eyeshadow around her eyes, as well as a little bit of black in the corner. I then add black and purple to her hairline and purple to her cheeks. I continue adding more blush to her eyes until I'm happy, and then add the rest of the details with color pencils. I add a lot more color to her face because her outfit is mainly black with a little bit of gray, and I wanted her face to really stand out against it. Now, my idea for her was to make her like Beetlejuice, a ghost or demon, but still hold on to the gothic aesthetic of the original character. So like Beetlejuice, she gets her own mess or thing that crawls or grows on her. He has moss and dirt and rot, while she will have webs and creepy crawlies or spiders. So I am painting on some spider webs to her face. I know I painted her eyes and then covered up one afterwards, but you'll have to see why later. Evil laugh. Her hair is simple, black yarn turned into wefts, glue wefts to head, and then cut in style to a curly shorts hairdo. Evil laugh. So I cut a hole in her eye so I can have this little spider crawl out of it. Hee. I think it's pretty and cool and creepy, so I did it. No one can stop me. Mwahaha. Now for my favorite part of this doll, her hat. So I take this pirate hat from Vandala and just give it a little trim and a makeover. I add a nice silk black fabric to the inside. And then take this mesh fabric and give it spiderweb detailing with thread. And trust me, it wasn't fun or easy. My sewing machine hates me now. But it worked, and I added it to the top of the hat with some glue and then added more spiders, and it looks so good. I just love it and want one for myself. Why do I make things that I want for myself but can't have? Now you saw earlier I'll be using Dollightfull's medieval dress pattern, just missing a few layers and no corset. If you want a better tutorial on how to make the dress, check out her video, but I did my best. I also added more spiderweb detailing where I could, and then I added spiders. For her shoes, I took G3 Twilas and then painted them black, and Lydia is done. And here are the final dolls, Beetlejuice and Lydia. He is creepy and rotten, while she is beautiful and deadly. He will jump out and scare you, while she will follow in the shadows and frighten you. They can scare anyone away, living and dead. So beware and don't say their names. They look so good together. I am so happy with how they turned out. I know they look nothing like the characters from the movie, but that was my intention. I wanted to make my own versions of the characters. Also, I know I didn't show it in this video, but I did make this worm snake thingy. So if you want a video on how I did make it, let me know and I will have it out before my Halloween video comes to haunt you. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Follow me on Instagram to see more. To be more a part of my process, check out my community page for polls on doll ideas and sneak peeks of upcoming videos, and subscribe to catch future videos. Thank you all for the love and support. Have a good spooky season, and see you soon. Bye!